So late to the party, where Ford Ranger Super Duty prices is what I want to look at. So just really quickly, because we've spoken a little bit about them and we didn't have a lot of info when we spoke about them. One, the first time. Two, Jaden and I were unprepared the second time. The third time, we've got some pricing out. So the single cab in Australia will start from $82,990, the super cab $84,990, and the double cab or dual cab $86,990. I just want to get your boys' thoughts because for me, that is very competitive now for what becomes. So you've got the 3-litre V6 turbo diesel engine. It's a 10-speed automatic. Obviously, it's a 4-wheel drive. Towing capacity up to 4.5.
Yeah.
Like it's.
These are quite wide though,
yeah? The stance, I don't know. I haven't got that here in front of me, so I don't want to guess. But basically, it's doing everything that these American trucks
do
so
it's basically an F-150.
Well, in terms of towing capacity and GVM and all that and the payload, well, like all this is for $86,990 in the dual cab. Like instead of paying $150 for a Dodge Ram, like I think it's
or spending a lot of money on the smaller dual cabs to make them do that.
Yeah. And it is wider, so it's got a track width of 1,710 millimeters, 1.7 meters.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
and 299 mils of ground clearance.
So because I'm not really on top of this car, have you got a photo?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
So is it like? Yeah. Okay. So it's pretty much still a Ranger.
Yeah, it's very much a Ranger. Like it looks like a Ranger,
but it's bigger.
It is, but it's not like
F-truck.
It's not like you're looking at an F-150. That's the thing. Like it's heavier gear.
So how long is it?
Let's
have a length and wheelbase.
Have you got that, Jaden?
I'm just having a look through it now. Well. There's a lot of info.
So basically, why everyone's so excited about it is because
the way where it's priced,
and it's not as big as these American trucks. Either.
Yeah,
like it's very much looking at a Ranger. So wheelbase is approximately 3.7. So maybe it is a little bit bigger. Overall length's 5.9.
3.7 is the wheelbase.
That can't be right. So that might be the. Yeah, that can't be, can it?
Between the holy
comparison to the other.
3.7.
So the Ranger Raptor has a wheelbase of around 3.2.
Yeah. That's huge. That's actually longer than the Stretch 79.
So it's a 5.9. It's 5.9 meters long. The Ranger Raptor is 5.4 meters long. So it is. It's
yeah. And so how wide is a Ranger compared to that?
Ooh.
All the questions here.
No, that's good.
I'm so not on top of this.
That's fine. I didn't come that prepared.
So Ford Ranger is between 1.8 meters and 2.02 meters width.
Okay, so the Ranger is.
I've got the Ranger here. Did you just say 1.86?
1.85 to 2 meters wide, depending on what model you get.
That's a big difference.
What variant?
And what about this one?
What did I say this one was?
So 2.
Yeah.
2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2.1, right?
I've got just under that, but
yeah, that is significantly wider.
I don't know if they've released the official width dimensions. But anyway,
for the Super Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a track width of 1.7.
Anyway.
Yeah. So what is the Land Cruiser
it's
track
advertising
width,
as wider and higher.
I should know that top of my head, but I don't.
I probably should too.
The Land Cruiser track width. Because that should be fairly narrow.
Are you talking 70 series?
Yeah, 70 series. Because
track width for the 70 series is 1,790 mil to 1,870 mil, depending on
which axle.
Exactly. Exactly right, mate.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, though, why I brought it up
similar.
is at this price range, at this comfortability of a Ford Ranger, affordability of the Ranger, it's still not a Ram or a Silverado or a Tundra.
It's in between.
It's an in-betweener.
But with a massive wheelbase.
Yeah.
And it's really long too.
Yeah.
Like it's really long. So that's with a tub, right?
But that's with a tub,
it's 5.9 meters. That's pretty much 6 meters.
Yeah.
With a tub.
Well, actually, this is interesting. The Ford Ranger not the Super Duty, but the Ford Ranger is marked as 1,710 millimeters in front and rear track width. But the Super Duty is also got the same track width.
Right, so they just extended the chassis.
I mean, they're saying it's wider and higher.
Yeah, the body probably is.
Yeah.
But they're probably using
the track width is the same.
Oh, yeah, okay. So using the same axles and stuff.
I'm struggling to find like actual
front and rear locking
page.
It's got a fully sealed snorkel dual. It's coming with all this too. Is the other thing.
Yeah. With a wheelbase that long, you're going to need it.
Yeah, but I think for me, it's like,
hey, if you're buying it for towing,
it's half the price of a new Dodge Ram.
And if you're buying for towing, a longer vehicle is better for towing. So it's going to have a really good. It's going to be planted quite well on the road, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
this is going to be one of the all-time tradie cars.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Well,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know there's already there's fleet orders and stuff on these. I'm pretty sure that are it's going to be a big. I think it's going to be a big player.
I think it's a smart commercial move.
100%.
4.5 kilo GVM. 4.5 ton GVM.
Yeah, it's
4.5 kilo.
Is it 4,499 or is it 4,500?
It says 4,500.
Okay, so that's you need like a light truck license to drive that one.
It'll be 4,495, I reckon. I don't think you need a truck
C-class.
license. Yeah. It won't be a truck license.
Yeah, it won't be a truck license.
If you tow though, it'll go over.
Do you need the GCM's 8? So we be fine with a.
I think you do need for 8 ton. I'm not 100% sure.
It'll be 7.
Yeah,
9,
well,
my license should say.
The light rigid is vehicles with a GVM between 4.5 to 8 ton capacity for more than 12
But
passengers.
what about a GCM?
Yeah, GCM I haven't got anything for a license on a
doesn't have it
GCM.
then.
I reckon that's the reason why Ford have done this.
Looks like it goes off GVM.
I don't think it'll be a truck license.
No, there's no way it'll be a
Even
truck
a tow.
license. It wouldn't be a truck license.
They wouldn't do it.
Nah.
But yeah, okay.
It wouldn't make
it'll have
sense.
to be just under.
Yeah,
4.5
it'll
ton.
be 5 kilos under. I reckon.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they'd just be like pushing the F-150s harder.
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
they don't sell Australian made like Australian market.
Yeah,
they all
you're right.
they all go to Walkinshaw, don't they, and they get converted.
Yeah.
So maybe what they're going to do when you go in and you go to buy it, it's like, okay, do you have a light truck license? And if the answer is no, okay, well then it's 4,499, and your rego and your stamp duty is going to be fucking huge. But if you do have a light truck license, which is so easy to get, it will then be you'll then be able to drive it, obviously, with the higher GVM, but your stamp duty would be far less.
Yeah, so the C-Class license is for vehicles with a GVM not greater than 4,500 kilos. So if it's bang on 4,500, you might be completely fine.
That answers the question.
Yeah,
cool. Okay. I thought 4.5 was the cutoff.
No, I think it's just can't be greater than 4.5.
Maybe we park it because we're probably finding out information on the fly here.
I think that's okay though. Like,
yeah. But I'm just sort of saying
we might be answering any questions that come up.
Well, those listening, like, let us know what your thoughts are on it because I'm all for it. I reckon it's awesome. Like by the time I'm back into looking for a new car, which is hopefully a long way away, but like it I don't know.
Yeah.
By that time, maybe I'm doing a lap of Australia with a caravan, and it's like, I want a bit more comfort, and I'm sitting in anyway.
There's definitely another car that's entered the chat room of carrying a lot of weight.
Yeah,
but that's definitely going to its capability off road. It'll be the wrong car.
Yeah,
it'll be so friggin' long, and it's still IFS on the front, right?
Yeah. There's not many people pushing their American trucks too hard off road. There are some.
Yeah.
Some doing it, but they're spending so much on these builds to make sure it's ready to go off road.
And it's also, in some cases, it's a wrong car to use for that.
Yeah.
But in other cases, if it's just every now and then, you're going to want to check things out. It's fine. But there are some tracks speaking of the Canning Stock route, there was one track we were driving down. I was like, wow, I'm in a skinny 70 series. We all were. And the 78 series, the paintwork on that, fuck, it's going to need a polish. It'll come out, but it needs a polish.
Yep.
Yeah, that PPF got tested out big time. And I was just thinking, if you took a wider car down there, even a Y62 Patrol,
Yep.
or the Prado will be fucking screwed, man.
Yeah, right. Was that on the main track?
Yeah, well, because they had so it does peel off every now and then, and where it peeled off at one point, because we I don't know if we're talking about that today, the whole Salt Lake situation.
We are. This is a beautiful segue because I want to get to it.
Well, yeah, just quickly, I was slightly wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
To interrupt. The 1710 track width is matching the Raptor, the Ranger Raptor. So this is 90 mil wider than the rest of the Ranger lineup. So everything that's not a Raptor is 1620 with a track width. So the Super Duty will match the Raptor in track width. So it'll be 90 mil wider than every other Ranger.
Okay. That's going to make more sense.
Yeah.
Now.
Sorry, just came across that and I thought that's where I've gone wrong.
Yeah. So that and that'll just be basic out to the flares, right? So when people start increasing the tyre size on these things, they're going to be pretty wide then.
Yeah, very wide. I think it's cool.
And
I
also
think it's
very
very cool. Yeah, I'd definitely be looking at getting something like this if I was a tradie carrying around a lot of weight and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted. Go back.
But speaking of which, something like that on a tight track,
yeah,
man, like
But
taking
this-
corners and stuff. Holy shit!
but this is perfect for like tradies who are carrying around like a lot of weight and all that kind of stuff. Like people who are towing a caravan and don't want to spend bulk money on a American truck. Farmers potentially.
100%, man.
People living down in like areas like Harvey, like anything like that, where you've got like a lot of equipment that you're trying to carry around that you want to use as, both a equipment towing.
Or have a massive toolbox on the back
exactly,
of it.
massive toolbox, and then you want to use it for caravanning and camping around and overlanding type stuff instead of more forward driving.
Yeah.
It's probably not a forward driver's car.
And speaking of misinformation, can I just go back to the Ford Ranger Super Duty really quickly? Because
No, sorry, mate.
It's been bugging me
you can't.
all show, and I've been waiting for this moment. The length at, I think I said 5'9", is incorrect.
Okay.
So, because I checked the RAM and stuff, and I was like, it's exactly the same. It's not. The length ranges from 5.2 meters to 5.4 meters.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry.
okay.
Sorry about that, people. Hopefully you're listening still, and you heard that at the start, and now you get the answer. But
It's no longer a pencil case.
yes, so it is more compact than what we would.
Yeah.
But the width and the track width and all that is about right.